Guten Morgen, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Oh, man. Yes, fantastic. I am late. I forgot to set my alarm this morning. Turned it off last week while I was at my brother's wedding, and I forgot to turn it back on. So, here we are, 36 minutes late. How appropriate. Very, very much appropriate. So I'm still actually kind of getting some stuff put together here. Or not put together, but getting some stuff ready. Gotta get my pop-out chats going and such. And then we'll be good to go, you know? Let's see. But I did want to try something a little bit different today, because I'm not going to say too terribly much, but what I will say is I'm going to start collaborating with somebody for a little project they're doing, and it involves one of my maps. So man, it's going to be a little difficult because I'm going to try to tackle something I haven't done here yet. So I think what you're going to be doing here is witnessing my learning process, right? So with that being said, let's just jump right into it, because I am late and I'm also very tired. You know, it's crazy though. Oh, by the way, you guys like my hat? It's brand new. I just got it. Well, I got it on Thursday night. Yes, indeed, fantastic. Indeed. No, this is actually going to be, it's actually something I'm pretty excited for. I'm intimidated by it because I haven't done anything like it. So I'm just going to, I think what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to be creating a dungeon. So I want to actually, you know what? This is watercolor. We don't want watercolor. We want realistic, I think. Oh, do you know what I'm talking about? Fantastic. Oh God. See, it's so early right now, and it's really not that early. I'm just flipping tired. You gave me a hint and I didn't catch it. I see it now. But I'm very, very slow this morning. So me making any sort of progress over the course of this stream is, well, let's just say we'll be hard pressed to make any good progress today. Yeah, I didn't know if she wanted to mention it or not. Okay. Work in progress for Dwarven. Okay. Wow. You mean to tell me I'm not always at the top of my game? And then maybe I'm just a man. I'm a normal man who happens to be on the internet 90% of his life. Alright, so I'll read you what I'm going for here. Okay, this is a prompt that was generated by Grok. Okay, the setting: Deep within a jungle, the temple is half buried by vegetation and roots, suggesting centuries of abandonment. Architecture. A mix of Mayan and Gothic styles, with high vaulted ceilings, intricate carvings on the walls depicting forgotten gods and rituals, and crumbling stone statues at every corner. Lighting. Dim, with light filtering through broken sections of the roof where the vines and trees have grown. Torches or magical luminescent stones provide sparse, eerie lighting. See, I like that part. Elements to include the entrance, a massive stone door, partially open, overgrown with moss, leading into darkness. Hieroglyphs or runes around the entrance, hinting at traps or curses. Traps. Visual cues like pressure plates, swinging axe pendulums, or dart mechanisms emerging from the walls. Chambers. A central chamber with a collapsed ceiling, revealing the sky, filled with shattered idols and a stone altar. Side rooms could be treasure vaults or crypts with sarcophagi. Creatures. Skeletal remains of ancient guardians or priests, possibly animated, maybe introduce a unique creature like a temple guardian beast, part stone, part flesh. That won't be up to me to do, but if somebody wants to put this in their game, that would be so dope. And then they could put the flesh golem in there. The stone flesh golem. Oh, pardon me while I stretch. Okay. Mood. Mysterious, with an undercurrent of danger in the unknown. The beauty of the ruins contrasts with their deadly traps, creating a tension between exploration and survival. Additional details. Use shadows and lighting creatively to guide the viewer's eye or to hide potential threats. Consider adding magical or cursed elements like glowing runes, floating ethereal writings, or a spectral figure of the temple's last priest. Alright, so that's kind of what I'm going for here. This is what we're collaborating to try to come up with. Whoa, look at that. Ghostly stuff? That's dope. Okay, so right now, I just need to figure out, I've got kind of an idea of where I want to start. But I just need to look through here and see, will these assets fit my needs? And right now, I'm thinking probably not. Because this is mostly buildings and such. There's some good stuff in here. I do like some of the motifs in here. It's very creative, very interesting. But this is the city's side. So I guess we'll just go back to battle maps and see. Very nice. Fantastic. Very nice. Yeah, we'll just go back to cities, or battle maps rather, and see what we can come up with there. And I think, contrary to our previous endeavors, I think I'm going to throw a grid on there. And that'll give us a bit of an idea as to what the dimensions of this dungeon are going to be. So, let's see. Okay. So, I think what I want to do... let's do this. One square equals 5 feet. Okay, we'll just put that down there. Get that out of the way first and foremost. And then we're gonna put us a nice little compass. Is there no compasses? Oh, come on. There's gotta be a compass around here somewhere. It's just a legend. Nope. Okay, I guess maybe I gotta go to, oh, you know what I'll do? Let's see. Hey, what's up, History? Happy Saturday. Interesting to see you over on Twitch. Hey, how's Signal of Screams going? Unfortunately, I don't have time to catch up on every episode and everything, but how's that going for you? Is that fun? The cast over there is great. I love Avenue Studios and Fake Wizard. Those guys are great. Here we go. Now, which one is Clem? I remember I did watch the character creation, but my memory is god awful. Clem is Fake Wizard. Okay, yeah, he's got this dope helmet he wears. I saw that much. He's got a dope helmet that he wears. Our first episode had a rough technical problem at launch. I had heard about that. But second was much better, and this week, the third episode, we're firing on all cylinders in the story. That's fantastic to hear, man. That's fantastic. I'm glad that Moonskull is really kicking into gear, and Noelle's really putting in a lot of work for a lot of different things. Because I think it's, I don't know. Here, let me check something real quick. I gotta send a quick DM. But you guys she's got Signal Screams going on, and then she's got Strange Aeons coming up here. Character creation on the 14th, by the way, just after MegaCon, so I'm excited about that one. Yeah, it makes me, like, I'm sure she'd like a chance to play instead of GM or something, but I also know her available time is tight. Yeah, I hear you. And I think she's got a kid too, doesn't she? Like, she's also a mom. Yeah, I know the feeling though, man. Like, I've said no to certain things, and then, it turns out that I eventually say yes to them given enough pressure, so But because JJ and I are really pushing forward with some other stuff too that we want to do on this channel as well. Like I've got kind of a I don't want to tell you. Yeah, I'm running 2 games. I've got Fear of Ages Past, and then playing in running Fear of Ages Past and Call of Cthulhu, and then I'm playing in March of the Dragon Queen and Star Wars. And then I may have an announcement. I don't know if anything has been announced for a certain thing just yet. But I'll be taking part in yet another thing. And on top of that, I've got JJ and I are wanting to do a couple more things. He's wanting to run one that is kind of a comedy horror type deal. And I am planning on looking forward. I'm planning on looking forward. I'm planning on. I was reading History's message, and I'm reading it out loud while trying to talk. I'm planning on running one. It's like kind of. It's like a dystopian deal. I don't really know how to describe it. It's one of the most unique settings I have come across. It is, I'm very excited about it, but I have to build it basically from the ground up. And so it might take a little while for that one to get going, and I need to find players and stuff like that. I'm planning on running that one too, and yeah, things are going to get tight. Things are going to get tight, baby. Yeah, I'm excited. I felt bad because my brother got married last week and had his bachelor party the week before, so I hadn't been able to take part, obviously, in the festivities over on Star Wars. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into it because oh god, what did I just do? Because obviously Arudai had us level up to 7. And let's just say Dina has got some interesting stuff that she can do now. Like she got some cool stuff, and it's all social stuff. But I'm pretty stoked because basically she's going to be the best helper in the history of helpers. Oh, well, thanks for the follow, History. Appreciate that. Yeah, I hear you. Fantastic. And I'll tell you, wait, kids and expecting. Is Noelle expecting? Do I understand that correctly? Or are you expecting fantastic? All right, later, History. Good luck in your Spelljammer campaign. Okay, I really need to get going on this, because... Okay. Yeah, God bless Noelle. She's doing the Lord's work. Having kids and working and doing all that stuff. Man, I don't even have hardly time for myself. Right? I have, like... an hour a day, maybe, that I can devote to just chilling. And then if I take any more time than that over the course of a day, it's like I feel terrible. Okay. Forest. So I'm looking for a mixture of like Mayan and Gothic. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys knew, just in case you hadn't heard, Darth Dave and Biggles both won the raffle. So congratulations to both of them. However, we are still doing, raising funds for MegaCon. So, if anybody out there who might still be watching, just lurking, if anybody wants to see me get my hair cut by Sebi, or JJ get a tattoo, then we're still running this little thing. You see this bar down at the bottom of the screen. That's where we're at. So, and I think we're including merch sales in that as well. Let's see, prison bars, no. I don't know, is there a jungle? Okay, how big is this central chamber going to be? I'm thinking the central chamber is probably going to be, what, you think like 40 by 40? Maybe? Or is that not big enough? Maybe the central chamber is a little bit longer. Yeah, some people, I was surprised when JJ said he'd be willing to get a tattoo. So good on him, because that's more commitment than I'm willing to put towards it, at least at the moment. All right, let's take this scale down. All right, and we want to dig this part out here. Let's see, the foreground we're gonna put, let's see. Now, I'm thinking this is probably... Is this going to be a temple, I wonder? And if it is going to be a temple, it's going to be a jungle temple. A jungle / gothic temple. Oh, here we go. Look at that jungle temple. Let's do this one because it's a little bit. All right, this is probably going to be too big, so we're going to have to scale it down a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit too big. So we're going to scale this down a little bit. Let's see. Oh, that's opacity. I mean, you know, I would not be opposed to, like, because initially I was wanting to get this whole, I wanted to get a whole sleeve. Maybe not on the inside, if I could get, maybe not on the inside, but I wanted to get this whole arm turned into, like, a Tolkien tribute. But I gotta tell you, man, tattoos are flippin' expensive, you know? One of the new artists, is it, God, what is the new artist's name that, that's working with Erudai? That guy had put up he created a picture, and I think I've shown it on stream before, on Wednesday After Dark. It is a picture of, Fingolfin fighting Morgoth. And it's their one-on-one duel. And, is that still too... Oh, man, I'm not sure. See, the problem with these textures is that when they get too small, you kind of lose some of the, you can tell that it's just a repeating pattern. It doesn't look quite right. But I wanted to get that, and it's just got all kinds of like nice purples and oranges, and very vibrant, and lots of smoke, cloud, and fire textures and things like that. And I took it to a tattoo artist, and I was like, "Hey, man, I want to get this, you know, right here on my bicep and up into my shoulder." And he's like, "Man," he's like, "There's no way." He's like, this would be a back piece at best, and you're looking like your entire back. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm definitely not going to spend $3,000 on getting that back tattoo, or however much it would have cost. I have no idea how much it would have cost to get done, but all right, so and it's just tough, like, because, you know, tattoos, at least in my perspective, I mean, I got to live with them for the rest of my life, so I don't want to do something that I'm going to look at later on and be like, you know, like, why did I do that? Like, a guy that I know got a tattoo of, oh, God, it was either Reptar or it was Barney. You know, Barney the purple dinosaur. And with a bunch of like musical notes about it and stuff like that. I think it was I want to say it was Reptar, because there's a song by a band called the Devil Wears Prada that he and I used to really be into when we were in high school. And they had a song about that time called Reptar, King of the Ozone. And I'm pretty sure that's where the inspiration for that tattoo came from. But I looked at it and I was like, man, even in high school, I was like, dude, whenever you're in your 40s and 50s, you're going to look back at this and be like, oh. Okay, so we're looking at mixture of Gothic and okay, so what do we know is in here? What do we know is in here? We know that there is a broken altar in here somewhere. There's a sacrificial table. So I'm thinking we want to switch that around by 90 degrees. 10-foot table seems about right. And I think well, wait a minute, hold on. Because the way that that's situated makes it seem like that's an 8-foot person. So we're going to have to bring that down a little bit. Stretch out. That's like 6 feet. Somewhere around there. Okay. I'd like to see if maybe I can get this up onto a bit of a dais here. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, it used to be tattoos were just frowned upon in general. You know, it was... And I think... Oh, man. Obviously, the attitude on those has loosened quite a bit. Because, obviously... You know, the United States was a very largely, if not Christian nation, it was a very largely Christian, like they adhered to Christian standards quite a bit. And so it would make sense. So let's do this over here. I'm just gonna make my edges, make my end pieces over here where I'm gonna curve it around. But even you know, even Christian standards have loosened up on that quite a bit. Like you see people all over YouTube have kind of switched up. Like you see all kinds of Christian YouTubers and stuff like that who talk about the gospel and stuff, and their attitude is loosened towards it as well. A lot of them have tattoos and stuff like that, and I think that there are certain people, and I'm not going to say whether they're right or wrong, because you know I'm not a learned biblical scholar by any stretch of the imagination. but oh, that's off. Here, I'm gonna check something out. But people, there's a lot of Christians who say, a lot of New Age Christians who say that it's not sinful to have a tattoo anymore, or that's not their interpretation of the text. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really catch that kind of stuff. My eye is not good at catching those kinds of details. What does this look like? Here, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? We're going to try something here. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I'm going to try it. Okay, so I'm going to start... Let's see, let's get back to that. There's snake stairs going this way. Oh, God, no. Get rid of that. I need the pin. Yeah, let's do that. Move it in just a little bit. Yeah, give that extra 5 feet to kind of get around it. There we go. I turn the shadows off on this bad boy. Actually, you know what? I think actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these stairs go all the way to the back wall here. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Fantastic. It's man, it's tough. Let's see. Make sure it's straight. Okay, I don't look too bad. Okay, and I want to make sure I take this wall and put it up a layer. There we go. Oh, I need to go in and get rid of that raffle link out of the stream manager. Well, the colors are a little bit different, but the design is similar enough, I think. So here we've got, yeah, we've got our dais. We've got our sacrificial table here. We've got the stairs leading up to the dais, and I think that there's probably going to be a room that shoots off to the back here. And there'll be rooms that shoot off to the sides as well. And that's where we can get real crazy. Right now, I kind of want to dress this. Let's put a filter on this real quick and see what we can come up with. Okay, good. So that's on the 4th layer. That's almost as high as we want it. But what we want to do is we're going to have rubble or debris. Good morning, Chrysanth. How are you? Oh, okay. Okay. I was waiting on word because I couldn't remember if the cast had been announced yet. So I will be taking part in Strange Aeons as well. So I'm excited about that. We were talking about everything that everybody's doing. Yeah, I'll be doing that too. Oh, good Lord. I'm doing alright, Chrysanth. Doing alright. It's still a little early, but you know how it is. Alright. Here, I'm going to save this right here. You see how behind I am on all this stuff? That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm so behind on everything that I just can't, like... Yeah. Yeah, Chrysanth. We have collaborated on our characters, and I think Chrysanth, I think you know the direction in which I hope to go with my character. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it, but Sevi and I have talked about it. And I think I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna kill anybody else in the party. Okay, that's not what my character does. Okay, I'll give you just as a little inside information into my character. Okay, my character might be evil, but he doesn't see value in dead people. They're not valuable to him. It's the live ones that he wants to, that are useful. Let's see. So, we'll just call this dungeon for now, and we'll come up with a name for it here later. All right. Remind me to take a by the end of the screen. Remind me to take a screenshot of what I've got done so far. Okay. I'm hoping Sevi doesn't delete your character, Chrysanth. But kids, yeah, definitely we need a healer. But you won't get that from me. You won't find your untimely end through my character. Although you might wish that my character were dead. So we will see. I'm going to do my best to not harass everybody in the party. Okay, so I am going to run and grab some more coffee. And I'll be back in like T-minus 2 minutes. Okay? All right. Fantastic. Are you and Chrysanth plotting behind the scenes? Sprinklers. She's not doing body dysmorphia, she's doing gender dysphoria. Or is it just gender dysphoria? I don't freaking know, man. It's one of those things. Oh, wait a minute. I think what I want to do here is, let's do this. I need lighting effects. That would be quite funny. What layer is this on? This should be on the fourth layer. But that doesn't seem to affect... Like, it doesn't seem like this lighting effect changes when I move it across layers. Let's try a different one. It's a little too big, I think. Yeah. Oh, man. Here, let's delete this. We can add a... Does that cast a shadow here? Okay, I just need to figure out what else is in this room here. I think there needs to be, obviously there needs to be some rubble. I'm thinking a lot of the architecture, because our prompt says a mixture of Gothic and like Aztec or Mayan. Yeah, a mix of Mayan and Gothic styles. So I'm thinking a lot of the architecture will probably be the Mayan style, but maybe some of the like statuary and things like that might be more Gothic in nature. Yeah, they are two totally different styles, which is why this might be a bit of a difficult task. Chrysanth, I don't know if you know what we're doing here, and apparently she announced it on her stream, so I'll go ahead and tell you what we're doing. Yeah, Tabitha and I are collaborating on a little project. So we generated a prompt through Grok, and we're both going to try to adhere to the prompt that Grok gave us. And the prompt states the architecture... Oh, well, the architecture is a mix of Mayan and Gothic styles. Yeah, it'd be one thing if I was an artist and could, you know, custom make these, but I just take what other artists make and arrange it. That's what I do. Kind of, yeah, but this is actually going to be a dungeon. So this is a whole new challenge for me. I've not made a dungeon on this channel before. So my dungeon craft skills are limited to pencil and paper. Like, oh god, let's see if I still have it. I don't know if I still have it. Well, I've got a notebook around here somewhere that's got an old dungeon I made a while back. Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at. My house is a mess. Yes, exactly, Chrysanth, exactly. But my dungeon crafting skills, they're not up to the standard of a lot of dungeon masters' dungeon crafting skills. We'll say that much. You know what we could do? What we could do is, if we're gonna mix Mayan and Gothic styles, we could say that perhaps the Elder Society, which would have been kind of the more jungle Mayan style, was here first, and perhaps this area was taken over, conquered by, you know, some sort of a Central or a Eastern European type society, and maybe they built onto it or dug into the earth a little bit further into it and built their own things, but kept the original motifs. So it could be that the further you venture into this temple type deal, the more Gothic it gets. Okay. Okay, so we got ourselves a throne here, And let's say that we've got some stone chairs, maybe. There's all wicker chairs. We don't want that. I just want some plain Jane stone chairs. Because I'm thinking maybe there's like the... Oh, here we go. These are very colorful. Okay. Thinking maybe there was like the leader's chair, and then you've got the like maybe they have like a council or something. Let's see, fire pits. Let's see. That's good. That's good. What if now, hear me out on this one here. What if maybe, and what if we rotated this? I don't know if this would really look right, but we'll rotate this 90 degrees. Yeah, yeah. Just looking for maybe some standing water. Other kind of waters they got. Let's bring the brush size up just a little bit here. We're gonna put a little bit of standing water in here. I want to turn the opacity down. What do you think? Like 60% maybe? Let's turn the opacity down just a little bit more. 45%. Okay, okay. That's not bad. And then maybe it comes all the way down here, and it's just like up to... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just there's a small leak. There's a small leak. Let's see, what else might be in here? These are big jungle rocks. We don't need big jungle rocks. We just need... how big are they? Holy smokes! I think that was about the size that... that's still too big. We need some mossy rocks. Let's see, palm trees. I'm just kind of looking through stuff in here to kind of see, you know, what can I dress all this stuff up with here. Broken pottery, that's good. I might find some use for that. Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Chrysanth. Yeah, I think there should be a mossy rock somewhere. You might have a good point there, though, because I might need to have... I might need to have a signature on some of these things. Alright, I think I just need to go in and do... maybe there's some stuff growing up underneath the tiles here. That doesn't quite look right. I'm not sure. It's ocean stuff. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Pardon me while I window shop for a while. Keep going back to that. That's not what I need. It's cacao trees. Let's see. I think maybe there'd be torches on either side of this table here, and then probably spanning either side. Signifying the walkway here. Yeah, everything here is too colorful. It's so colorful. Maybe this is where the Mayan stuff, or the Gothic stuff comes in. Oh, thank you, Chrysanth. Here we go. I'm using random stamps here. It's not enough. It's not enough. I need... Oh. Don't want to get too close to the wall here. No. It's finding just the right thing that's difficult. I think once I get it down, once I figure out exactly what I want to do, are there these watchful gargoyles? Overlooking the path towards the dais. Oh, that is a bot in Twitch. Thank you, Chrysanth. Yeah, not modding is not a habit at this point, but I'm glad you have us up in all of the things. Oh man. Well, this is proving to be a little bit more difficult because I gotta find. Like, the thing about a dungeon is that if you have a certain motif, and maybe I'm just overthinking it, maybe a lot of DMs don't really do this, but when I'm looking at something, I got to figure out, like, okay, what are all these rooms for? What were they used for? And what are they used for now? What's in here? What's left in here from what used to be the purpose of this room, and like, and right now I'm still in the first room, guys. Like, this is proving a little bit difficult. It's a little bit more difficult than my standard maps that take place out in the woods. And I'm actually on a time constraint for this one. I can't just spend 2 weeks or 10 weeks making this map. But some people have this talent where they know what they want and they can visualize it. I do not have that talent. Like, if you were to ask me, like, oh, do you want to paint this room? What color do you want to paint it? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know what it's going to look like. I have no idea. And so I got to kind of look at things, and I think that's why it takes me a little bit longer to do these than some people, because I got to look at everything, see, like, does this asset kind of fit with what I want to do, and then play around with it, and if I don't like it, I got to go back, which obviously makes it take a little bit longer. And maybe that's a talent I'll develop as we go along. But right now, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Boulders, big rocks. I could just use some of this stuff here, too. Standing stone cap, we don't need that. Cliffs, cave entrance, obsidian walls. Can this, what layer is this on? That's on layer 1. This is on, oh, no, we want the layer. Yeah, because I want the water to be coming down on top of that guy. And we want to make sure that we communicate that there was a break in the stone here. Something, the water forced its way through, and then we're gonna probably dress it up with some smaller rubble around here. And I wonder, can we, let's see, pretty much Frost, yeah. Like, Chrysanthemum, you might be overthinking it. Like, how much do you think I thought had jelly beans? I really didn't. I was like, okay, there's a gnome.
He kind of has a voice like this, and maybe he has a stutter.
And you just kind of go from there, man. Like, it's nothing crazy. And you know, I don't know if for people who know about the module that we're going to be running, you'd probably know about the opening situation. But you can, like, given the opening situation for the module, you can just start off with a blank slate. You know, you don't really have to have a whole lot figured out, which is nice. I'm just going to kind of adjust the hue on these a tiny bit. Make it blend in a little bit more. See, it's doing stuff like this that's going to make me that's going to run me up against the clock here. Because I got to have this done by a certain time. Luckily, it's not, I don't have to get all of this done in a day. All right. So guys, let me know if Hail Dave. Let me know if Crimson Throne is running on time, because I'll go longer. If I can, because I do want to get, like, this is not necessarily indicative of a day's work, but you know, it is what it is. 1, 2. Is this uneven? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. We're gonna have to move these out a little bit. I can't. That cannot stand, man. That cannot stand. Gotta even that out a little bit. Symmetry. Symmetry is what we're going for here. Alright. So the entryway is a little bit bigger. It's doing the countdown? Okay. I don't want to have everybody miss out on Crimson Throne. I've still got to do some editing, so unfortunately I probably won't be able to hop into chat on Crimson Throne, but I've still got about an hour of this upcoming week's episode to edit. And those of you who don't know, obviously we'll be in MegaCon next week, so there will be no Fear of Ages Past probably next week, because I'm definitely not gonna have the time to edit the next video, and by the time I get back from MegaCon, I'm probably gonna be scrambling to get the following week's episode edited. So all right, mirrors. What is mirrors? What is mirrors? Oh, I see what you're saying. Mirrors as in, okay. Have you been playing Indiana Jones? You're gonna run over to Confession as soon as it's over? As soon as MegaCon's over? What are you planning on doing at MegaCon, Chrysanth? Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, especially with all the plane crashes that have been getting reported. Shoo! Really makes you think twice. But that's okay. That's okay. It's two, like, out of the 10,000 flights that occur over the course of a given day, one of them being arguably a remote controlled Black Hawk helicopter. I think there's more to that than we know. And the other one being an air ambulance, a small plane. I think we'll be all right. Now I am taking the cheap line, so we'll see. But I think with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. And then we will work on this a little bit more. If I've got time, I'm probably not going to have time because we got Call of Cthulhu on Monday and we've got Smoke and Barrel on Tuesday. So I'm probably not going to be able to stream this again, but I do want to get this done because I've got 7 days, 7 business days, as it were, not 7 calendar days, to get this done. So basically, I'm going to be working on this for the challenge is to do it in 7 days. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so we're probably not gonna see this next week because I don't actually have a laptop to work on this with, or else I would. And also, I don't know if you guys noticed, this is my Make Eriador Great Again hat. That's our Fear of Ages Past merch. We've got a few other things in the store if you guys are interested. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end the stream there. So, yeah, I guess next time I see you guys, let's see. Yeah, Call of Cthulhu and then Smoke and Barrel. And then after that, MegaCon. So I'm excited to get to meet all of you guys. Oh yeah, I took the Christmas tree down. I decided it was time. I know I said it was probably going to be up for 6 months, but I figured, you know what, it's too much. It is saved online. But yeah, we will have to see because I don't know what kind of setup we're gonna have there either. I'm not gonna bring all my microphone. I'm not gonna bring my microphone and camera and stuff like that either. So we'll see, and it also depends on what time everybody gets going on Saturday and all that stuff. So, anywho, yeah. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like, follow us over on, go ahead and join the Discord if you want. Check out the store, all of the things, and with that, I bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.